We should mention here that Nick Patrick is a longtime WCW referee who has since turned heel and joined the NWO by this point. So he's the referee for every single match on the show. Tony, this is a big deal. We would never see a ref do every match on a show these days. This is asking a lot of Nick Patrick here, is it not?
Yeah, it is. And if you watch the show and notice, a lot of times when they were they would go to the entryway and that long staircase they had, you would see Nick come back out. He would go in the back and I guess wipe down and get something to drink so he could perform the next match. Because, I mean, we've seen it before. You've seen every match. The great referees work pretty hard in the ring, too. It's very physical for them at times, too. So it was very unusual to see that. Now, combine a heel referee through the entire show with heel commentators through the entire show, you could see why it kind of wore on you as it went along.
Yeah, absolutely. He's here not dressed like a traditional referee either. He's wearing black jeans, an NWO shirt, and an NWO baseball cap. And the heel ref is an interesting idea. Do you know who would have thought of this idea? And tell everybody Nick Patrick's background in the business. I'm sure some younger fans may not be familiar with that.
Well, who would have thought of the idea would have been the booking committee, along with Eric, would have thought of the idea. And Nick Patrick, when he first started, wanted to be a wrestler, but an injury held him back. He is the son of Jody Hamilton, the Mask Assassin, who also worked on the booking committee and was one of the great guys in the business. I think you may have heard me say last week when I talked about the position where they had the headsets and they would, right at the curtain there where they would send the wrestlers out, was called forever the gorilla position, was known as that. We had it. We called it the gorilla position for a little while, but Jody would sit there, and it became for us the Jody position. And so Jody Hamilton, here's one of the things that I invite fans to do, to go back and YouTube some of the stuff, some of the promos of the Assassins, and listen to some of Jody Hamilton's interviews. Jody Hamilton was a very underused talent as far as mic skills are concerned. He was one of the greats. He really, really was. And Nick was his son, so he was in a wrestling family. And Nick was just a good, hardworking guy behind the scenes.
Are you saying that y'all really called it the Jody position? That's what it was referred to?
Yeah, at times we called it the Jody position.
Wow.
Because Jody was always there.
Interesting.
But I mean, forever and a day, it's going to always be the gorilla position. I know that.
Yeah.
Because back then, and I'm talking about '89, when I was there, Gorilla Monsoon, he was a very big and intimidating personality and really controlled things. Back then, when the bell rang, he would tell the wrestlers when to go to the ring. He really directed the wrestlers to the ring. Because they would tell Gorilla, go to the ring. And when it became the Jody position, it changed a little bit. It was more of a place where, like a bullpen, you made sure that everybody was ready to go. It'll always be the Gorilla position, but we did call it the Jody position at times. So Jody Hamilton, father of Nick Patrick. Long way for a short story.